work area. Also need to order some new grips, kind of shave this one down, clean it up. Might want to put a new throttle tube on there, but really doesn't matter. I did order some new brake levers today, or new levers, clutch and brake, but without further ado, I'm going to pop over to the manual. Everything is good here. Everything is tight on the coolant system. So, radiator damage is minimal, we're fine. It'll be tacked up. But look like this. It'd be nice to have like a flat piece that sat on this and I could press this on. Got the new master cylinder coming in, that'll be nice. Nothing found on ABS module? Try it again. Alright, here we go. This is removal. ABS hydraulic unit and stuff. That's what we need. 412. Okay, here we go. Okay. Alright, so we have the encasing for it, which is right here. What this is. Make sure this is in a good spot. Do you want to go farther back or no?
I mean, where's this including working?
It's right here.
Some, but
Right here for the most part.
how much further back to the area of the state we go, you know?
So this basically goes in like this. So we got the ABS module bracket here. It's going to go in like so. I am going to touch up the paint where it's corroded away from brake fluid probably. So I'm going to touch that up really quick. I'm going to grab the bolts, make sure all the hardware is cleaned out, and we'll throw this in. Shouldn't be that hard of an install today. Be a quick and easy, painless process. Have you been monetizing the streams, Harsh? gotta do that immediately. Alright. So we got this paint touch-up. This is good enough for metal. It works really well. You really just don't want any parts of rusting on here. Alright, that's cleaned up. Good to go. Not take that long to dry out. Here's the old ABS module. Put the bolts in here. We got one, and I believe it's only 2 places it bolts up. It does, okay. Doesn't really say the specs on it. Wants non-permanent blocking agent on these. Should have locked in. All right. This is gonna go behind here. That up. Okay, we're gonna have to remove this. Remove this. Yeah, it's very difficult to see with this fucking brake rubber in the way. Alright, move these, 2 of these, the collars, and then we have one here. together. And then these will be sliding onto the bracket as well. Definitely gonna spray these out with some contact cleaner real quick. So we don't get it all over the place. Oops. Easier said than done. That. And then we'll grab this other piece, do the same thing. This one looks perfectly clean. The other one just looked a little dirty. Good. That is going to go in like so. Okay, that's going to slot on the bracket. We're going to get on the bracket on the ABS module first. Thanks, Kala. Spidey with his water powers. Super water power. Go! Alright, where's our ABS plug? It's probably up here somewhere. But we don't even need to worry about that yet because first things first, we gotta mount the unit. Doesn't really have fucking unit. Doesn't have fucking torque specs on these, but we'll see. Definitely should. Hydraulic unit. Okay, hydraulic unit removal. Okay. Oh no. Okay, it's fine. It's taking a lot longer than I thought. Hold on. Hydraulic unit removal. The hydraulic unit is then adjusted, drain the fluid, clean it. Okay, remove the back. Pull the lever, remove that. Okay. It's not really giving me any. So I'm totally just gonna Loctite it, tight as tight. I do have the torque specs for these and the torque specs for everything else, so I think we should be fine. 1245. Install the hydraulic unit together with the bracket and tighten the bolt, so it doesn't tell you how to tighten. Brake hose banjo bolts are all 25 noodles. Okay. So we're just gonna tighten the bolts like it says. Here's our gorgeous new unit. They said to hit it with a hammer first in order to get it into spec. JK Raffle, you're not supposed to do that. Alright. Anyway. I'm gonna freaking bracket. And they didn't give torque specs for the mounting bolts, these two. They just said, you know, install it and tighten. So I am gonna add a little red Loctite, and I am gonna tighten them pretty decent. But there's only really one way it can go in. And this is it. So I'm gonna boom, boom. This goes on like this. The plug goes in over here. And then we're gonna route all of these brake cables to the factory. All right. I shouldn't have to Loctite them, but I'm going to for the safety of my well-being. I am going to find the socket we need. 10 right here. All right, get my chode wrench. You're back in Cali, two-wheel? Aw, snaps. I'll be rolling through. All right. I think I'm pouring now. A little on that one. Put on both those. Okay. This one here. So this one down here. That's nice. Alright, I'm gonna double check something. Okay, we're good. Tighten these down. Nice to the center. Okay. Bracket. And this one was It's on. Now what this is gonna do, it's gonna slip like this. This is an $1,800 part, so I can't fuck it up. And now these get bolted down at, man, they don't say either. Front, okay. These really don't say either. Why the hell don't those say? Alright, that's really odd, but whatever. We're just gonna, I guess, tighten them down. A little Loctite goes a long way, right? So make sure this is all cleaned up. You gotta be very delicate with this ABS unit. Make sure it's span in here. Once we drop this in, there's no really getting back in here. I'm not going to want to get back in here. Ideally, ever again. All right. Everything's on. Good. Now this is going to sit just like this. Around the edge.
Bing, bing.
Just right here.
Swix's bike goes.
Wow,
Bing,
looks way
bing.
better. Now I'm going to clip in this while I have the ability. That's going to go like this. Okay. Like this. That's on. That can't come off. Cool. That sits there. Please don't drop or I'll freak out. Like hell, you freak out. Your knees look like 8s. Go up here. Nice. This one's on, I already got they're all in finger tight. Almost. Now if they're all in finger tight, I'm gonna cinch them up. Alright, those are good. Down here. Alright, that's all good. Yes, this does have some wiggle room. That's how it should be. It does wiggle. It's supposed to wiggle. Seems like a lot of wiggle, but everything's proper. These pipes also help hold it into place. Alright, moving forward. I want to get these in first, so we're not dealing with, man, you guys have such a shitty angle on this camera. Just some of these rods just don't want to come out. Fuck. That was almost catastrophic. My guys are a bit higher. See a lot more at least. Here on. Nice and fresh looking. Now we'll start with undoing these little electrical tape plastic baggies I had to hold them from spraying fluid everywhere. Got my good old isopropyl rag. But brake fluid is the most corrosive fluid on the bike. These are all pretty self-explanatory where they go. These actually look like they unscrew. Star bits, maybe? I don't know. Let's see how hard they are in here. No, they're not even very tight. I had enough to give me some shit though. All right, we got the two here, two more over here. This one's pretty full of fluid. I'm gonna match these up really. I'm almost certain I know where they all go. Okay. There's our old shitty unit right here. Old shiesty old collar. Old shiesty goes. So there's no dirt or debris on these little launchers. One. Alright, this one, I believe. Alright, I'm looking this up, so I'm not dealing with shit. We ain't playing no guessing game, dog. Okay, so that goes like this. This one goes up and over here. That. Make sure everything's nice and clean. Goes there. Nice. And then we have next one over. I think so, and Harrison. I mean, I got a lot of new stuff on here, so this compounded with everything else. New front speed sensor, new rear wheel speed sensor, we have a horn relay as well. A lot that's going into this rebuild. For the second time. Should make quite a big difference, though. Sadly, it's fun riding a very raw H2, not knowing how fast you're going. Now this is going to slot in across. Now this, go ahead and like this, Okay. Then we have the black one, that's going to go up here, and then the silver one's going to go here. The silver one just kind of goes across with the bracket there. Okay. So now we're doing the black one. Over the edge. Yeah, I guess so, but we got to put on the silver one first, because the silver one goes under this one. This one goes like this. These two going like that. This touches in again. Oops. Okay. Now we got to torque these down and we are good to move forward. I don't know how we're going to get in here to torque these down. This handlebar is really in the freaking way. I might just simply cinch them, and then when I do the triples, I'll torque them down. Might be a better option, but I'm at least going to tighten them so we don't have any, it's like 14, 12. Yeah, there's not much room to work there. Thanks, dog. I'm really excited. I know it's going to be, the upcoming trip is going to be epic. It's going to be one of the best trips ever to be on YouTube. already done 2 massive H2 trips, but this one's gonna shit on those. And that says a lot. I'm gonna see if we can get in here on these with the fucking wrench. That one we can. That one. Kinda, not really. That one definitely not. I'm gonna cinch them down with my with the wrench. I doubt this is the right size for this. Slide this in. And then I don't know if I'm gonna have time tomorrow to work on this because it's my daughter's birthday. But if I do, I will. I'm gonna go for the triples. Yeah, I don't really like tightening this without having a good grab on it because I really don't want to strip that shit. I will kick myself in the ass. I should have an Allen. Alright, I'm waiting until I have the triples on. That's all I really want to get done with today. Tomorrow, I'm doing the triples, but right now I have to go through the garage and find why is the market closed? Oh, it's already 4:45. I do have to find some pieces for the H2. So I'm gonna head out right now. I'm gonna dig through my garage, break a massive sweat looking for shit, and see. I'll show them tomorrow, Frozen. Tomorrow you will see these bad boys kicking. They are fired. They're not as fired as the wrench, but they're equally as fired. Alright, Harsh, ready to shut it down? Till next time, guys. I'll catch you soon.